Hi, I'm Dr. Shinshiri, and I'm here with Reverend Q, the Master Oracle. And we're here today to talk to you about an amazing social event that we're releasing to the world called Living an Awakened Life. See, before I talk to you about living an awakened life and what it's going to entail, I need to share a little bit with you about how I came to be who I am and step into my greatness and be the most empowering, loving person in the world as my true I am presence. I began to open myself up back in 2008, where I began to allow the angelical realm, the angelical energies that were surrounding me and in me to start to allow these experiences to come into my life. And as I opened up and allowed these experiences to come into my life, I began to have a personal transformation. And that transformation allowed me to be my authentic self. And that's what we're doing with this Living an Awakened Life workshop. It is truly an experience. It's more than a workshop. Reverend Q, is there anything that you have experienced in your life that allows you to understand and know more about who you are? Is it just me? Am I the only one that have actually experienced this?
Oh, absolutely not. Obviously, we all have our own story. We all have our own experiences. For me personally, I was dealing with a whole bunch of different issues. Number one, dealing with, I guess, patterns of relationships that were failing, crazy relationships that I would get into. And then after the relationship was over, I would feel like I'm the failure. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
had stressed and damaged relationships with my family. They needed healing. The family relationship, the family ties needed healing, but I didn't know necessarily what to do to make them better. And so I was trying to forge these relationships, but I had no idea what I was doing as I was trying to make them happen. And then also just dealing with never having enough. I never had enough money, never had enough time, never had enough to do the things that I really wanted to do, to make the impact that I really wanted to make on the world. And so I was always in this constant state of need. So for me, embarking upon this spiritual journey and moving into this understanding of who I really am and how to live life better, that's what really made the difference for me. And that's when I started to make this shift into living an awakened life.
Yes. And this experience is so important because we all must come to this understanding and awareness. I am so empowered right now, and I just want everyone to know the importance of really tapping into their own personal and creative power. That this learning experience that we're creating is going to help empower you to do this. And so with that, I like Reverend Q, share a little bit of the benefits that people will get by being a part of this social experience.
Oh, absolutely. So obviously, we all are going to get different benefits out of it because it's a spiritual journey, right? So the entire program is a spiritual journey, and so as you hear new elements or resonate with the music or resonate with different things, you're going to get new experiences out of all of this. However, there's a few things that we've noticed that are showing up more readily as we go throughout the event. Number one, imagine seeing yourself creating meaningful, happy, and fulfilling relationships that propel you to your highest potential. These divine connections that you're really looking for, these soul connections that you're really wanting, and yet, they never really showed up before. Also, feel the excitement and the joy that comes from living a life of purpose and passion, doing the things that you really want to do, the things that you've always wanted to do in life, and now being finally able to make those things come true. Also, being to really grasp the true principles that come from creating a life of abundance, prosperity, love, and success every single time. You see, we often have this hit or miss kind of mentality when it comes to life, and life is not supposed to be hit or miss. And so, by going through this program, by getting connected, and by getting tapped into what we're doing here with Living an Awakened Life, a social event, what we're really doing is we're unlocking some of these spiritual principles that are going to really change your life for the better.
Oh, yes, absolutely. And because Q and I have been able to take action in our own lives and empower ourselves to be able to reach new heights in personal development, we know that within you, you have the power, to do the same thing. And that's why we're asking you right now to take action in your own life.
Yeah. And so because we know this, because we know that the power is within you, because we know that within you is the power to make, to master, to produce, and to accomplish everything you set your mind to. Because we know this, we know that if you go ahead and submit your information, so go ahead and submit your information in the box. When you do that, you're going to gain immediate access to these life-changing secrets, and they will open you up to a whole new life experience. So when you enter your information, you're going to be able to tap into a whole new vortex of creation, a new experience of life where you're going to be able to see your life unfold the way you desire it to. That's what we're talking about here.
Yes, and I just want to remind everyone that we are empowered and we're ready to assist you to open up and access your own personal and creative power. That's why we're here. That's why we're doing what we're doing. That's why it's so important now in this age to really step into that power. Listen to the inner voice that is within you. Take action today. Enter your information and get connected.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot for joining us, and we love you, and we'll see you in the next video.
Namaste.
Namaste.